set anything. Not at all. Let's see. I need to get the chat window thing up. I need to open this in another window for the narration. Does it work? I don't know. Let's see. That did not work. Okay, that works. Why did I not get the chat narrated? Test.
Bound to. Test received.
Oh, there
Sequence
it is.
storm. Test.
All right, now I'm gonna open chat on my laptop. If I cared, I would do this all before the stream. I was like, wait, what am I? If I was competent.
Pixel XQ Electronic Games and not much else. Hey.
Hello, Pixel.
Daniel Ingress Amlock. Great title. I'm a nerd, so I'm here.
Oh. Oh, you typed that. Again. I thought it was. And so what am I doing today? I was just gonna work on a few little minor issues, and it's going to be such fun. One thing I was thinking about doing is looking at the documentation on the editor. Should I go into the stream chat? What's going on in there?
The bot said welcome back.
Let me quickly.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the broadcast
Nerd
thing.
stream for oh. Wait, never mind. Wait.
Let's
Close this. Close that. Okay.
Oh, did you build a developer build? I forgot to remind you of that. I'm terrible.
Well, I don't know if I need it. Should I? So I should do. I'm streaming on YouTube, but I should do the broadcast thing here on.
Yeah, that way the lag.
Well,
is
it
not
depends
terrible.
on if you're going to be ever quitting and restarting the game, because every time the game restarts, you have to do it again.
That's right. Well, let me share your screen. Is that what I want?
It won't
Yeah.
share all your sound though, unfortunately.
It will, actually. It will.
Well, I can share
Oh.
my whole screen. Let's see if it works.
It won't share the audio. Did they fix that?
I think they did. Well, I think it was just your computer that didn't like to cooperate with it. I once clicked share your screen after.
Well, I
like
did
a
it.
while ago, and it did work. It made a noise.
Okay, let's hit the watch button. I'm gonna mute the YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm just.
And I'm going to watch this stream.
Yep.
Okay.
And this way, maybe, if I'm lucky, I may actually be able to hear the chats coming on YouTube as well. Maybe.
So I wanted to fix a few different things. So Bradley Renshaw had asked for reduced note count option in the quick settings menu. And I gotta find where that is.
Pixel XQ Electronic Games and not much else. I thought I was on the stream chat for a second, lol.
Oh. No, I'm in the stream chat on the stream. let's see, where would I put that? Timing difficulty, I'll put it at the end, I guess. So, reduced note count. Checkbox, I'm adding it. I actually wonder.
Starting narrator heading level 1. Welcome to narrator. This is narrator home, where you
Hello,
can get help,
narrator.
access your settings, and learn about new features.
See,
Narrator is a screen reader that
how
describes
do I
aloud
make
what's on your
this
screen,
man shut
so you
up?
can use that in
Oh, is it control key? That seemed to work.
Yeah.
My Music, Microsoft Visual Studio window, game settings menu.h, text editor, Boolean item m_reduce and note count
Some
checkbox,
kind of
selected.
screen reader, because unfortunately that is not being carried over to the
Yep, we can't hear the sound.
Really?
At least not on Discord.
Yay!
Cappy.
screen
this
readers
Buddy,
are
Cappy.
an exclusion. Unfortunately, they are the one thing that Discord doesn't pick up, because if it did,
Exiting
there
narrator.
would be problems of everyone hearing everyone else's screen readers.
Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. It's probably on the YouTube, but I guess I don't care about it that much.
Yeah, I think it's fine as long as it makes sense of what you're doing.
Well,
I can always log into the YouTube stream if I need to.
anyway, I'm adding a new checkbox to the quick settings menu for reduce note count, and I was kind of wondering if I should add anything else. Is there anything that you normally have to like go to the?
So we have the.
Let's.
I click the I switch over the disable holds and disable simultaneous notes checkboxes quite often, but I don't know if that's just me.
Yeah,
It could well
switch them a
be,
lot.
But think about this though, the quick settings menu is supposed to be a quick settings menu. I mean, you don't need to be too cluttered up. I don't know what should be
Yeah,
included and what shouldn't.
I don't think the holds and the notes should be in there because
I mean-
Well,
play with them on or off.
I'm gonna add this. I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, so I'm just like, sure. I don't really know what the best thing is.
I mean, you could just have it go to the accessibility menu right there if you really wanted to. But
Wait,
Yeah,
is
but
that
I mean,
is that a better idea? To go straight to the
Um,
settings?
I would,
You know what,
well,
let's do
there
that.
would be a quick
That's it.
settings.
Okay. You know what?
Have like the game mode, the game speed, and a few other things, and then just have an accessibility button.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm gonna do that.
yeah.
Why not? You've made up my mind. Call these menu command. Menu command. Accessibility command. Let's do it. That is a great idea. How wonderful. And that uses a what is it called? What is a function? What are these things called? A lambda. Uses a lambda.
Okay, lambda functions.
Yeah, I made a thing for the menu. It's called a menu command. And oh, what have I done? What have I done? Oh, yeah, this should work. And then I build just because I don't know what I'm doing. I just want the compiler to do my work for me and tell me if I did that right. I had all these different, I have a bunch of different tasks to do. One thing I was considering changing was when you start a new game, it asks you for what game mode you want and then what timing difficulty to use, and I kind of want to change it. So instead of asking for timing difficulty, it'll ask you for mission difficulty. So it'll be standard, challenger, ultra.
Oh,
I'm considering doing that instead. I don't know
Oh,
if
so
the,
there's people who jump straight into Ultra or
Sure.
something instead of.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Well, because I mean, there's people that have been playing rhythm games for like decades, and so
Yeah, makes sense.
oh, makes sense.
and so they don't want
I
to.
guess I don't know. I was just under the impression that I wanted to complete everything, so I started on the easiest one and worked my
Oh.
way upwards.
Well, a lot of people don't do that. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I
get
need
that.
to do this thing. How do I go to a different screen? I don't remember at all. So I'm gonna have to look at settings screen. And
To be honest, I don't even remember it ever asking me about this. I know that maybe it did, but I didn't pay much attention to it.
yeah, I don't think it's like a compelling
Start all over.
option,
Why not?
but I want to make it more interesting. So I have to include. Okay, but now when you go, let's just see what happens. I have to, let's see, does it work at all? Oh my goodness.
Main menu. Vertical menu with 7 items. Selected continue button. Arcade.
Yeah.
Arcade. Press left and right to select a track. Press up and down to change the difficulty. Press F1 for more information.
I sort messed up. Okay.
Game settings menu. Vertical
So,
menu with 6 items. Selected game speeds. Player 2 mode. Game speed
it's
selected.
not on the menu.
Selected.
Why is it not on the
100%.
menu?
Press left and right to change. Player 2 mode selection. Game speed selection.
Excuse me. Why did that not? Why would the most basic thing not work?
What isn't working?
Did not wind up on the menu. Oh dear. Things are gonna fight me starting right now? Really? It's supposed to be effortless and fun.
Coding is never effortless.
Main menu.
It
Arcade.
can be fun.
Press left and right to select a game settings menu. Vertical menu with 6. Game mode selection. Player 2 mode game speed selection. Player 2 mode selection. Selected. Same as B1. Press left and right to change.
Am I looking at completely the wrong thing? Am I a total...
Game speed selection. Selected. 100%. Press left and right to change.
Am I a foolish man? Like, what's happening? I'm going to have a fit.
Arcade. Game settings. Arcade. Medium. Main. Credits button. Press enter to activate. Quick
Okay,
button.
let's start over. Am I even in the right on the right planet?
Loading. Welcome to C. Arcade.
So? Oh, you know what it is? This menu gets reconfigured, and so I need to add it elsewhere. That's what it is. I expected this to add it to the menu, but this menu is like dynamic, and things move around depending on options you choose. So,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
it's getting removed, and that's fine. I just have to, so I have a function called configure menu, where every time you change, I think, the game mode, you get different options. So I just have to remember to add it there. Oh, this is so exciting. Isn't it? I don't know. But no, it's a good idea to put just point at the
Downloading.
accessibility
Press
menu.
Arcade. Game setting. Type. Player 2 mode select. Accessibility button. Accessibility options. Vertical menu with
Yay.
29 items. Selected narration checkbox. Checked. Provide spoken audio to
But
describe the user interface.
when I
Press
go
enter to toggle.
when I go back, so what is the game doing? Now it's frozen. Okay, that's a fun way to do it. I think I might have to do this in debug, but that takes forever to build. So you can
I
get
can't
there.
talk today.
You can get to the screen, but then the game freezes, so I don't think I want it like that. What else did I want to do? Oh, I wanted to add a global panning option, but probably just like in the audio cues menu, because some people want just everything like moved over. They don't want to have to adjust every option individually, I think. And also like the health bar sound and the power meter sound could be like panned with everything else. So I think I want to try to add that.
How do you influence like master panning like that?
I don't
How do
know.
you even accomplish that?
Well, so
Because panning one sound is fine, but panning like all the music and sounds and everything?
there's a function in here that actually renders the audio, and so I'm manually putting together like every bit of audio in a function, and so I have total control over it. So for me,
Okay,
it should
that
be
makes
pretty
sense.
easy to do, I think. I don't know how interesting.
The panning reminds me, is it just me? Or I played through the synchronized attack pack things in speed mode, and I was noticing some weird artifacts going on with when there was a turn. It sounded like the other channel was kind of in and out, doing this weird thing.
yeah, there's some kind of bug that it causes a bunch of noise or distortion. So, yeah, I need to fix it. It has to do, I think, with the new. There's like a new track spline that I'm using that has some jiggliness in it, and it's affecting the audio. The audio pans based
Oh,
on.
it looks different, and so it also sounds like that?
Well, it doesn't look different. It's really just a 3D spline that I'm using. The old one was kind of crappy. The new one's better in most ways, except for it does have a little bit of a jiggle, a shake as you go, and so that is affecting the panning.
Downloading. Press any button. Welcome to C arcade button. Press
Anyway,
enter to
so
activate.
yeah,
It's a very
so
minor thing, though.
so that yeah, but it does make the music sound bad. So I need to fix it. And also
Arcade.
some
Press left and right to select the track. Press up and down to change the difficult. Game settings menu vertical menu with 7 items. Selected game speed
okay.
selection.
When I
Accessibility
hit
button. Press enter to activate.
accessibility, we do bad stuff. Access violation. Why did this not? Oh dear. You don't like this. Okay, so I can't exactly do it the way I'm doing it. I need to actually, I was just trying to go straight to the menu, but I need to do it elsewhere. I need to, let's create a fun set a flag that we want to go. See, I don't know about this kind of stream. But it'll be nice to have a few things fixed on Monday for Monday's build. What else did I want?
In the meantime, while we do this, I'm going to quickly see if I can reproduce a crash that I'm still having.
Oh
I'm
really?
gonna load up my game. and I'm going to just play a track and constantly press F5. See if it'll happen.
Oh.
Because every so often, about 30 or 40% of the time when I press F5, instead of restarting, it will crash.
Hmm.
I don't have that issue for some reason.
Well, yeah, sometimes crashes like that only happen sometimes for some people. And I do get
Downloading.
crash
Press any button. Welcome to Sequence Store. Arcade button.
reports from people.
There,
So
I just pressed
press left and right
F5
to select the track.
twice, and
Press up and
there
down
we
to change
go.
the difficulty.
It crashed.
Press F1 for more information.
Have you opened the game yet?
Game settings menu.
So
Vertical
I
menu with
have
7
not
items.
heard that.
Selected game speed. Select game mode. Accessibility button.
And
Press
the
enter to
announcer
activate.
froze
Accessibility
for
options.
about
Vertical
5
menu with
seconds.
29
I was
items.
acting
Selected
like I'm
narration
playing the
checkbox.
track,
Check.
but I can't
Provide spoken audio to describe the user
do
interface.
anything.
Press
I
enter to
have
toggle.
Press Alt F4 and click close. Which is exactly what I was looking for, so now I can get the log.
Okay. So it comes to the accessibility screen, but then the game freezes, and that's not what I want.
But why does it freeze?
I don't think we will ever know. Actually,
Are you able to hear his audio, Nudge? Because I
No,
can't.
no, I'm not.
Yeah.
what's
that's-
that?
that's-
My
Share-
my audio?
was no
sharing
audio,
all of your screen
apparently.
doesn't-
It looks like it wasn't.
sharing
it
your
wasn't
screen
just the
without
screen
audio
reader.
doesn't
It
work.
was like nothing. There's no audio
I-
coming through.
I
at
Oh.
all.
told you.
Yeah, there's like no audio at all.
I told you it was like this, Nudge. They didn't fix it.
Hmm.
It's been an issue for years.
Oh,
So
that's
you
fun.
have to target a specific window, or else it won't.
I mean, even if he quits the app when it reopens, it will still be watching his stream, unless it's been like 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, I think so.
So it shouldn't be that much of a problem.
I wonder.
One other thing I hate about Discord now is you try to context menu on something, and then you try to move into the menu of options, and the options are unlabeled. So you
Yep.
have to,
Yep. Same here.
and then you have to just guess and press enter on like a random thing and just hope
No,
it's
you
the
don't
right
have
one.
to guess it. You don't have to guess it. Just press escape and then press up and down, and you're gonna have labeled
Oh
options. But
yeah,
it's
you can press escape and then yeah.
So here's what we do: we all get on Skype, and that way,
No.
oh crap. Fuck Skype.
No, I don't
Skype
use
is-
Skype.
Skype is terrible. It's getting worse with every update.
Yep.
This is really exciting. The game is just not cooperating with me right now. So yeah, there was that difficulty selection thing. I kind of want to change it up. I don't know that I think it would help make more sense. I don't think people who even like someone who doesn't play rhythm games, they'd be like timing window. What is? They don't know what that is. So I think it made sense
I've
along.
left mine on moderate for like all of it. I've never actually changed it ever. I
Well,
never bothered to, because it just feels natural to me the way it is.
if you, it does give you a penalty on the leaderboards. I think moderate is 5%.
Oh really?
Yep.
Well, the leaderboard, like to be quite honest, just the fact that we're playing with audio cues 1 by itself is a penalty for some, especially on extreme. So we can't really do much about that, and that already like it doesn't matter if I'm playing on strict or moderate.
Sure. Well, and another issue with the timing difficulty is that
Loading.
what I just lost my train. Oh, there's no way, like for us, we can see if we hit a synchronized judgment or whatever.
Oh yeah, that is something I've been.
But
That is something I'm constantly going
Downloading.
with because
Press any
I
button.
am
Welcome
the
to
type
Sequence
of
Store. Arcade button.
person
Press enter to
who,
activate.
like, I literally have 100.00 on everything on beginner
Arcade.
by now.
Press left and right to select the track.
And
Press up and down to change the difficulty.
Press
F1 for more
trying
information.
to get there was not easy. 'Cause
Game
I
settings
had
menu,
to
vertical
just
menu with 7
hope
items.
that
Accessibility
everything I
button.
was hitting
Press enter to
was
activate.
right. And going over
Player
to
two,
easy and medium, it's even harder because sometimes you're thinking that you're going to get a 100 and then you get a 99.8, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, same. Like sometimes I felt like I have like 100 and I got like 98.
Yeah, so it would be nice to know if you got
There's I don't actually know if there's any way you can audibly say, "Hey, you just got a great," or
sure. Yeah,
I don't actually think that is possible. Like, how?
well,
could that
there
even
has to
work?
be. I think there's always a solution. You know.
I just don't know what it would be, and it wouldn't make much
Maybe-
sense to most people because most people aren't like me who just likes to 100% everything. It's
Maybe
very
you could put the health indicator like you do when you hyperdrift. I really like that, by the way. It shows when your health bar is rising. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So you might be able to do that when you get a synchronized
But it would be
judgment.
confusing because the health bar is a different thing entirely. When you're missing notes, the health bar actually does go down. But I'm talking about
Oh,
not
yeah.
missing it, but
Well,
like
then put it in the right ear instead of
the
the
Mm.
left.
other ear. Maybe I don't know. It could work.
Yeah. There's.
This is again a very minor thing that doesn't really need to exist. It's just
Yeah, I mean it's just like a minor thing. Cause what I do
another.
is like
Yeah.
yeah, like I always go at least I don't know 90% accuracy, but like it happened already when I like thought I have 100, but I didn't. So yeah, it's not a big issue.
I wonder if it could be per section, because the track's already split into sections. You know, when you're racing,
Really?
you gain power when you
Oh,
complete
like
a section.
for every sequence, it's a section, and then the power meter. Okay.
So
This is starting to
that-
become more and more like Mario Kart. I like it.
how is it like
Oh,
Mario
yeah.
Kart?
Well, because in Mario Kart, the way they develop the tracks is they have checkpoints all throughout the track, and players have learned how to abuse that
Oh,
So-
okay, sure.
for speedrunning.
So
But yeah, that's what led me up.
I never thought it would be the case, but adding this simple, stupid menu option has turned out to be something mysterious that I would rather look at on Monday. So I'm going to do that on Monday, not now, because we're delving into like mysteries that of the unknown that I don't want to look at. It wasn't supposed to be hard. So another thing I want to do, in the editor, I want to add Alt key shortcuts to the menus, so you can actually go directly to a
Of course,
particular.
for those using a controller, it probably wouldn't work like that, right?
What do you mean?
How do you even? I don't have a controller myself, but can you access the menu bar using the controller?
No, I'm talking about this on the keyboard. So in the editor, normally you can hit like in a normal program like Alt F to go to the file menu. But
Yeah.
I don't have anything like that, so I kind of wanted to try to add that. I don't know if I should try to do it now, but I think that would be a good thing to do. Someone messaged me on.
Could become the first step to. Oh wait, never mind. Here's a problem though. Pressing WASD moves up, down, left, right. So, well, that doesn't actually matter when it comes to the like pressing Alt plus letters in the menu bar. It's just when you're in a menu already. Okay, that doesn't matter. Never mind.
Actually, maybe there is a. What did the Alt keys do in the editor? When you hit like Alt. I don't think they do anything.
I don't think you
No,
can.
no. Okay, so yeah, it should be fine. But yeah, I wanted the because right now you have to tap Alt
and then left
and then
right.
like navigate to it. But why can't I have why can't we have a button to get to each menu? So not gonna be in debug anymore. I need to, let's see, add menu. I guess this would be on the menu bar. Erp. A button mapping BM. Okay. Can I do this in a fun way? Probably not. Okay, so I can add a button mapping to each one. So obviously for file menu, that's Alt F. Let me just So, file menu is Alt F. View menu can be, I guess, Alt V. Play menu can be Alt P. Track info menu. I don't know, Alt I.
Alt I sounds reasonable to me.
Edit menu, Alt E. Haven't used that yet. Track parameters menu. Sounds like I could
Oh
use
no.
P. But oh no.
P for play and P for parameter doesn't work.
Oh, see?
No, you
Second
can
one-
use Alt T
Oh,
as
T for
track parameters, I guess.
parameters. Yeah.
See,
Work.
I don't pay that much attention to what I'm doing. Notice until I notice it's not working. Notes menu is N. Instruments menu. Didn't I already use?
Yep.
Mukai 5. Yeah, having the shortcuts on the left half of the
Don't
clipboard
make
would be
it
preferred.
S because that's gonna be. Wait, isn't there like a slices menu? That's gonna be slices. S is gonna be slices. I don't know that instrument though.
Instrument Alt M for
Alt-
instrument.
M for music instrument. I don't know.
Shortcuts on the left. Well, yeah, I normally put higher priority stuff on the left because everyone likes. I don't know. I guess because arrows
That's an
and
interesting.
stuff
I
are on
never
the
thought
right.
about the whole making
Alt Z.
shortcuts.
Alt A. No, no, just
That
listening
just
to
doesn't
stuff.
make any sense.
Track info is I, but so instruments. Which one would you use more often?
I guess we could do Alt I and Alt plus Shift plus I, but I don't know how that would work.
No,
Mukai 5,
don't do
Alt C
that
for channels.
because it makes no conventional sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
I wonder if I'm
Especially
using.
because Alt Shift by itself, it's gonna mess up
Yep.
keyboard layouts.
Well,
Press by
and also
itself.
Yeah,
these are all for menus, which you normally use Alt and something to open a menu. Kind of makes more sense.
Yeah.
So Alt M is ruled out, I guess.
Alt what?
M.
We thought Alt M maybe could work.
M for what?
Music.
Instruments.
Oh, I'm using N for notes.
N and M. There's a difference.
Well, of course there's a difference. Come on.
Oh, like instruments?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, that's the best we could think of, so why not?
I'm kind of liking R.
Ooh.
I don't
One way
know.
of making this easier would be to maybe at some point later to restructure the system so that there's sub-menus inside of menus.
No.
Why?
Well, if we are running out of shortcuts to use and there's too many things
Not
to go
every
left and
single
right
thing needs a
between.
shortcut.
I think everything needs a shortcut.
Mukai 5. At this point, just dump the
I
mnemonics and
mean,
use cord
it
lol.
doesn't. But what you could add in like future updates is that people could remap
Mukai 5.
the
For the most
shortcuts
important
if
stuff.
they didn't like them.
Yeah.
Alt X for instruments.
No. Well,
Well,
X as
it's-
in like maybe check instrument under cursor. Is that what X does?
Instruments.
No, never mind.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, let me. I just figure it's one of those things where you're just not gonna make the right decision the first time, so it doesn't matter.
That's true.
And yeah, being
Yeah.
able to remap everything would be great, but I only have so much time and
That sounds
patience.
like too much work. Too much work
much.
for not enough payout.
Yeah.
So, when it narrates the stupid menu, it should tell you. The thing is, I don't know how normal menus.
Pixel XQ electronic games and not much else. There is a word bug with peak set to beginner on audible cues 1 with beats set to half. The
They
first few
work
lanes do
very
not exist.
similar to
You just
this,
hear the clap.
except for the fact that when you're in a menu like this, you're kind of locked into it, so you can't press left and right anymore. You're just locked into a vertical menu. Like you
Oh
press
yeah,
escape.
that's right. You can't like. Normally you can hit left and right. So the thing about Pixel, the thing about Peak, Peak is used for the lanes tutorial, and so all there is from beginner to medium is just a few lanes in specific places, and so the tutorial actually forces you to use a certain I think it forces the section size or the beat count so that you don't wind up with the situation that you're talking about where you just don't get anything. The clap.
Pixel XQ electronic games
Oh.
and not much else. Whoops meant easy.
Oh, is that the case? I thought it was. Anyway, so that's why on Peak, if you use half section size, it like nothing happens. Although it shouldn't clap, but that's just a little bug. Anyway,
Yeah,
Well,
the lanes.
what
That
about
is a
Alt-R
tiny
for
bit of a
parameter?
problem.
Alt
Where,
R for parameter and Alt T for instrument. That might work.
well, anything would work. I think lanes are odd right now. They need some
there's
work.
this thing where if there's lanes that fall under parts where you're supposed to be listening to the sequence, you can still hear it clap, and it will count towards your miss thing. So like you can't get 100% with those tracks.
Oh, really?
because
Oh, okay. So it doesn't even.
It's kind of it doesn't work if you're playing audio cues 1. Like play Cellophane for example, that has a few of them.
Oh, I didn't realize it was like not counting for your score. Okay, so I guess I should fix it.
I was brave enough to play Cellophane beginner on audio cues 2 and got a better score that way because I saw them all. Well, saw as in heard, but you know what I mean.
I never even tried that audio cue 2 thing.
it takes some time to get used to.
Yeah.
I don't play it very often, but it is kind of fun. Sometimes. On the lower difficulties, at least. I can't
Pixel
do
XQ
anything
Electronic Games
higher.
and not much else.
My
Also, my
brain
sequence
just
storm stopped responding and it
dies.
said I finished the track in 17 minutes.
17.
I tried playing Tri-Beat Strain once. Couldn't even wrap my head around what is happening.
Finished in 17.
I mean, yeah, some people are just insane on that extreme difficulty. Like they, oh my god,
They memorize the whole entire track in one go or something
They
like
do.
that. Probably.
yeah,
I
No.
can't do that.
You have to memorize it.
same. I
We need,
can't.
we need a mission where someone has to memorize the track in order to pass the mission.
Pixel XQ
No.
Electronic Games and not much
Oh
else. Was a
no,
number
no,
one
no,
track.
no. Oh my god, like just think about it. You would have to memorize it and then play it back with the cue. Oh my god.
Yep.
Mukai 5.
Without
Yeah, without. Yeah.
No, I think it would
Let's
be,
not
I,
think about this.
I think it would be really fun to have a mission, especially built for sighted people, where they have to play an audio cues one. That
Oh.
would be a really cool type of mission.
Oh, I
But
actually.
it-
It would be unfair.
It could be a side mission, like it could be like an
then
optional one.
People on audio cues 1 have to play on audio cues 2.
Oh crap!
So
no,
it-
no,
Well,
no.
I actually considered that, but I just
Really?
I never did it. Well, yeah, because I just for
Mukai 5. Having a DLC designed around AC1 would be neat.
It would also be really cool to see a track where the notes spin around your head as you play, so they're in different positions.
what?
But I don't know how that would work visually, so...
Well, there's already like visual interesting things that happen that you guys don't get to see. Where am I narrating? Moving left and right. Select left. Is this? That's not what I want. Come on. Let's do. I'm looking at this code, wondering what the heck is any of this stuff.
So you're thinking do this thing where when you're in a vertical menu in the menu bar and then you press right, it will just say the next menu, vertical menu with this many items.
What?
Because right now, when
Oh,
you're
here we
in a vertical menu in the menu bar, if you press left and right, nothing happens.
Oh yeah, it should kind of go to the next menu, right? Let's see. I think I've done this wrong. Okay, so there's a get narration text function. Oh, right. Menu command.
Pixel XQ Electronic Games and not much else. Did you have any scrapped ideas for missions?
I don't know, I can't think if I don't think I would scrap an idea. I needed more ideas.
I actually had one idea, but I'm not sure how you guys feel about this. But I thought that like there could be a way, if blind players wanted to, it would be kind of cool if there was a
Downloading.
way to
Press N button.
actually entirely disable
Welcome to Sequence Storm.
graphics. I
Main
mean,
menu. Vertical menu.
it's
7
really
items. Selected.
optional
Continue
and you
button.
don't
Press enter to
need
activate.
that.
Arcade button.
However,
Press
like
enter to
let's
activate.
I don't know, maybe some people would want that.
I
Okay.
thought about
The
that.
thing
Run to
is,
select the track.
it could make
Press up and down to change the difficulty.
performance
Press F1
better
for
Yeah,
loading
it
game setting
could.
arcade.
computers that
Press
are
sort by difficulty.
struggling to
Sort by
play the
collection.
game, I
Wait,
guess,
why?
Hide and seek.
maybe.
Element. Beast.
I
X.
wouldn't need
Shop.
that
Killer
so
White. Arcades.
much,
Room.
but
EDM jump. Mix.
it would be
Autumn Davis
nice
track.
to
Sapphire
have.
Casanova. Race
Especially-
options.
CPU at
Press
the
enter to start loading track.
CPU at 100%.
No, I don't have
Pause
that.
song editor.
Well,
His computer does though.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah, my battery drains like 3% every track I play, at least.
So I thought about doing that. However, it's actually a lot more complicated than it
Well, yeah,
seems.
because I would think it depends on the visuals, because, you know, if you don't
Like
have
when
some
it
visual-
says loading track and it takes a really long amount of time to load, that is mostly the visuals, right?
But you need the visuals in order for
It's
the
actually
track to
mostly
work.
loading the audio files takes some time.
'Cause
Actually,
I don't exactly understand how jelly tracks and other tracks for like the synchronized attack packs take longer to load.
you know why?
Is it because there's more audio files, or is it because there's more elements?
It's because it's really because I've gotten more lazy. Because it's actually the thing that takes the longest when loading is loading the audio files. And so I used to try to cut like all the different files down to as small pieces as I can. But because when someone gives me a track, they give me a whole bunch of different files, like usually like 5 or 6 or something like that. And so
Yeah, like when you were going in the editor and making your notes, we could see, or we could tell what the names of the different parts were.
yeah, but that takes a long time. So like lately, I've been more like just putting all the stems right in, which is way more files to load. And so that's why like remember, which one takes forever? Remember Sailor or Cellophane? I don't know. Some of those actually,
Some of them do.
like I think Peak actually takes forever. And I could make it
A
load.
lot of the jelly ones do.
Yeah, so I could probably do something. Also, the files are encrypted, and they have to be decrypted, and that's probably a huge part of taking.
Oh
and
yeah.
and
that makes sense.
I'm only doing that because otherwise, you would be able to like get at all the audio files, which I don't. For my tracks, I don't care, but I'm licensing tracks from people, and they have like their vocals and stuff like all split out,
That makes
and
sense.
they don't just want all that stuff just for anyone to like take and use. So
Yeah, plus we have soundtrack for that, so yeah.
yeah, but
But again, the soundtrack contains the full track, not the
Yeah.
different parts.
yeah,
of
not
it.
like
So,
the vocals
we're all in
split
the
out.
clear.
So
Yeah, that would be really cool to have the vocals, but I don't know how you would come up with a system for that. So.
vocals they're interesting. Like for When You're Away, I licensed a track, and I had to license the vocals separately.
And the vocals
So-
had no relation to the track
No, I
whatsoever.
yeah. So I put the two together to make that track.
That
but like
reminds me, this is only coming from someone who has absolute hearing. Crazy About You. I haven't played the track by itself, but I've listened to the track in the soundtrack, and it just feels wrong. There's something wrong about it, about the vocals. Is it just me?
Wait, which one?
What
Crazy
I mean
About
is,
You?
it's in pack A.
what's something wrong?
The vocals are sung in a different key. It's as if it
Really?
It's as if it had nothing to do with the track itself.
I never thought that was the case.
It's not disharmonic or
Pixel
anything.
XQ electronic games and
it's
not much
just
else.
a
What is the data folder
tiny
in the Jellins are
bit
used for?
weird in places. Because I think it shifted down a fifth, so like the whole track is supposed to be an E, but the vocals are sung in A.
Really? I never thought.
Same
Hmm.
feeling actually.
I
Is
think
it-
I'm just not good enough at music to maybe have seen that. Like, so for
I'm familiar with music.
what's the other track we were talking about?
When You're Away.
For When You Are Away, I actually changed the entire key of the vocals to match the music.
Okay. That
Because
works.
I probably like totally over auto-tuned it, but it was the first time I ever did stuff with vocals, so I
You had to auto-tune it?
I'm so
Yeah.
curious what the original sounds like now.
it doesn't sound that.
Unfortunately, there's no real way to.
Well, I have all the original stuff here.
Yeah, but he can't. I mean, he could stream it, but he can't actually give it out.
Yeah.
Pixel, the data folder in the Jelly Announcer pack. Well, there's just an empty folder, right?
Yeah.
It's actually
it's
nothing. Because my DLC build process, normally it puts all the data files for tracks in there, but since there's no tracks in that DLC, there's just an empty folder.
Speaking of which, the new announcer, how's that going?
I haven't worked on it much. I'm trying to write a bunch of lines, and that's quite difficult to do, for me anyway. I'm like losing track of what I'm trying to do.
What are we trying to do?
Well, what I was trying
were
to do
just
is
talking about-
add shortcuts to stupid menu,
Oh yeah, right.
and I've completely lost.
You're saying something about a get narration function, and then we
Oh.
showed off there.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready. I'm doing it. Yeah, this stuff is not super interesting to stream. But at least we're
I mean,
hanging
maybe
out.
it's not really super interesting for you two, but I don't know, just like for hanging out on Discord and things like that, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, and
I
that's
agree.
that's something that I don't. I keep saying I'm too old for Discord. I don't hang out online. That's weird. So at least this forces me to do be social, right?
Yep.
So one more thing that I'm not sure about the YouTube chats, by the way. I'm not sure if there's any other ideas that have come in since then. But one thing that that I got reminded about after we were talking about the whole when you get a great judgment or a good judgment thing, that reminded me of it was Pixel and a few other people and maybe even me. We were wondering if there's any way to make it so that I'm also not sure if this actually started out like this, but like with holds in especially in Audio Cues 1, but like in any sense, if there was if there was a way to make a tiny little sound or something when it ends
Yeah, that's
instead of just like cutting
If
off.
that's a thing, make sure it's an option, because I like it not on.
Yeah, I saw that, and
That's
I put it on my list, and I can do it,
Oh, so it is already okay.
but it
I
just
was just wondering.
take time to do.
Great, it timed out. Fine.
I'm doing this the wrong way. I'm becoming demoralized. Okay. In fact, this is not even what I do. Menu command get narration text is already a thing. Okay.
Oh, the bot's
We're
not
doing
even
it.
on here, so even if I did something, it wouldn't show up. That's funny. Oh well.
Okie dokie dokie. Okay. Not add item, add menu. I don't think this is what I want. Button mapping there? No. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not having success thinking straight. The menu. Interesting. Okay, it's a menu item, not a menu command. Yeah, maybe this one's too complicated too. This is like, I need like a simple task I can do with my weekend brain. So I don't know about the global panning either. I have all these things. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do all these fun tasks, and yeah, I just don't know.
I mean, but like, you know, some people still prefer to like customize the sounds themselves, like not with the global panning. I mean,
That would be
some
cheating.
people just like to.
No,
Don't do that.
don't do that.
One thing I do think you should maybe put in is add the ability to sort of, with the holds, make the response
We
sound.
just talked about that.
We were just talking about
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right. But, because that's the one thing I struggle with is, especially when there's several holds next to each other, is trying to measure how long each one was.
Mhm.
Oh, and don't get me started on trying to do that in Audio Cues 2. It's
Yeah,
a
or on
nightmare.
Audio Keys 2 is fun with holds.
Until you
And
get
like-
to
It's
hard and
fun.
extreme tracks, even medium, and then you're like, when do
I
I,
can't do
stop
medium.
holding?
New
I can't
Order
do
and
half of
medium is
easy.
New
On
Order
Audio
and
Cues
easy,
2
in
is-
fact, on Audio Cues 2 for me is not possible. I just can't do it.
We should have a 1-beat audible cues one.
Yes.
No, we
that would be so
shouldn't.
fun.
Oh
That just gives
no,
you.
no,
That
no,
just
no,
gives
no, no.
you. Gives
That
you
would be
one.
There already
one
is a
cue.
1 beat for certain tracks.
It depends on
so
the.
awesome.
Mackay 5. Maybe have the hold sound more from the beginning to the end of the hold, so you can kind of
No,
predict the length of
just
the hold
gives
just
you
by
like
listening to the hold sound.
one note to react to.
That's called audio cues 2.
Well-
kinda.
Well, it wouldn't have overlapping notes. It would be like.
Then you turn off simultaneous notes.
No, I'm not. I'm
They're
not talking
still
about.
they're still overlapping because you're still listening and doing them at the same time. That's
Yeah.
not what you mean.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah,
I mean,
like-
it depends on the BPM of the track. That I mean, if you put it on half, you might get just 1 beat, but that's probably on slower tracks.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. I don't feel interested in doing that.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I-
it's not
no,
worth it.
it's not worth it.
Yeah, what Mook said is that if the hold sound, if it wasn't just a constant sound, I wonder how I would do that.
No.
So
There's
It needs
no
to be
other way.
constant.
Just make it a constant sound. There's no other way to do it.
There's no other way.
no.
It's the cue is fine as it
No.
is. Just make it
Mm.
like a click or some kind of like tiny little
Yeah.
end click or
Indication of when
something.
you're meant to stop holding.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of my original.
Mackay 5. Maybe have a low pass that goes
I
down to the back
wonder
end frequency
how
on the
this
hold
all
sound.
started out. Like when you were planning the cues, like for the different drum sounds. Did you already have all this planned? Because I remember there was this one time in the very beginning when I heard a video of when the R and E keys were just the
Mackay
same
5,
thing.
so the high
Yeah.
frequency comes back in where
but
the hold
on
ends.
the left side. That would be confusing. and,
Yeah,
like I couldn't do it like that.
It used to be like that.
Also, the F sound used to be a bit different. It used to be.
I
Lower
did
pitch?
change. I have changed them. Just trying to make them all as unique as possible, so it's not confusing. I still get.
Which you did a really good job of doing.
Yes, they're great.
I still
Like,
get.
when
Yep.
I still get the D and the space bar mixed up all the time. So I almost-
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I think.
when I originally
sometimes.
heard Sequence Storm, I was like, okay, 9 inputs is gonna be really confusing. But then I sort of, I don't know. It's like
It starts making sense.
hearing it and playing it are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
Like some tracks sound much harder when you're listening
More
to them.
intimidating.
Yeah,
Like New Order on Extreme, listening to it, you get like a heart attack. But when you're playing it, it's actually really
Yeah.
fun.
I agree. I
It's
just
great.
played it yesterday. It was fun.
Yeah.
I attempted hard. It's those 8-note sequences.
Also, Turbo Rave on Extreme. I can't believe I did that twice.
I can't even do Turbo Rave.
I
Like
don't know how.
I
But,
can't even do it.
I beat it one time when I was making it. But I no, I literally cannot even get like a quarter of the way through it. So
But
It's-
it depends on what kind of mode you're playing on.
yeah.
Yeah, because visible cues have twice as many, which I can't. No.
So I can't do it. The only one like DRNM, that guy, or I guess his name's Drim. He's got like 90 something on it, or just I think 90%.
97 or something.
No,
Oh,
not
I-
97.
Wait, on Turbo Race?
No, he's
Turbo
Rave.
Rave on Extreme is
I got like
just-
72.
no his
and
scores. His scores. I think he's just got 90
Oh.
That's
wow.
point something. Not.
Also, how do the fading notes work in the visual thing? Because on Audible they kind of become
Mackay 5.
like
Grim is ready and
quieter
grinds this game out way more than
shorter,
the
but
LOL.
how does it work in the?
What's that? I
do they
don't.
just
Like,
When,
in the,
when
uh,
you're
you
going
know-
insane.
Yeah,
like Hard Bargain and
Virtual Insanity.
Oh, what are you asking? How does it work?
like
Is it
how
like-
did
What does it look
happened?
like?
Oh, they just they fade in and out, so they start to disappear.
That's what I thought they'd do.
There's a couple of missions like that. There's that one where they fade in and out, just like the audio fades in and out. So they appear and disappear. And then also when you're doing the data fragment
fragments.
missions,
Yeah,
You have to keep up with the data, otherwise it starts
Yeah.
fading away.
because Antimony's on the track ahead of you, and the notes only last so long. So if you don't keep up, they like disappear.
Imagine if you could get into first place on those missions.
That's not
Just-
possible.
That wouldn't work.
Well,
That
it's actually not possible because the way the cars are controlled is a completely different method. On any mission where you're following someone, they're always in front of you a certain amount, and it just depends on the speed.
Bradley Renshaw. Hey, how is the stream going?
Hello, Bradley.
Do they ever miss? Like, do they have a counter that says, okay, miss 90% of, or like hit 90% of the time, or keep at
No,
this
they
speed
don't.
max?
No, they don't.
On
They
those,
don't ever.
It
They don't
depends
actually
on,
give any notes.
well, yeah, Antimony doesn't like in those missions. She doesn't look at the notes at all. All she does is stay in front of you.
Right, but I mean, in races.
In races, yes, there's some kind of algorithm. Bradley, the stream is going great. I had all these tasks ready to like work on, but I'm not feeling it. So we're just chatting. But yeah, actually, let me look at the code for that. There's like a car.cpp. Get miss
I wonder how long it
chance.
took you to get all the like. I'm playing on speed mode with the rival difficulty stuff, and I just found out
Yeah.
there's like 10 levels of difficulty, and I am like, how does this all
I'm
scale?
on-
Wait,
Like how
10
does
levels of
Bradley
di-
Renshaw,
'cause
how does your mod say I
zero
handle the
levels
notes?
to 10
It just seems to
levels.
blatantly ignore the game rules real flow.
No, there's a rival difficulty select. that
Yeah,
you unlock
I'm on level
difficulties.
9, I think.
I'm on
Well,
Wait,
seven.
I'm only on level 5.
How do you?
I thought there was only
what do
8
you
levels.
unlock the
You
difficulties?
play speed mode with a
You have
certain
to
amount
get
of
in first
rivals on.
place, I
You have
think.
to get in first place, and then it'll unlock the next difficulty for you the next time you
Oh.
do a race.
Bradley
What-
Renshaw.
I wonder
Yam
what
account
the
was 8.
maximum Jelly's Raceway can go up to.
Jelly's Raceway goes up to inhuman levels.
Oh wow.
But they don't cheat. They're just so
They
here's
don't cheat.
no.
They're just really hard.
They just never get anything other than perfect timing on every note. So
Yeah.
the Haramod is he's basically the same as all the others, but the thing about Haramod is that in the middle of the track during his little monologue, he gets a full boost meter for free.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, I love how you can fail like halfway through the mission if
Bradley
you're
Renshaw.
not
Aha.
like ahead enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes
It's
I've
when it says
randomly.
to back out away. You'll need to stay closer.
What's that? Oh, on
Oh yeah,
against
that one.
Haramod? Oh yeah, because if Haramod crosses the finish line, you explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if
This is
you're
great.
if you're close enough to him, when you finish, you'll hear him explode. Yeah,
Really?
Really?
yeah,
I need to
What?
play this again now.
yeah. That's what the mission is about. The winner gets exploded.
No, it's whoever loses, isn't it? It's
No,
whoever-
You know
yeah.
what I mean.
Sorry, I said that wrong.
Mission quote. You know what I mean.
the loser explodes.
The winner explodes.
Yeah, it's a suicide mission.
What?
No.
An objective.
No,
Finish
we
in
need
last
the
place.
Sequence Storm Chaos Edition, like there is in BK.
Oh,
Bradley
yeah,
Renshaw. I
actually,
used to love
we
the idea of
could
the troll
try
mission where
that.
you have to lose.
Mission objective. Mission objective.
Finish
Finish
in
in
last
last place.
Bonus
Bonus
objective.
objective.
Miss every note.
Don't
Don't hit any
hit.
notes.
No. Hit notes with at least no.
So
Get
Those were
right.
the most 50%.
No, hit notes.
accuracy.
Yeah, hit
Yeah.
notes with exactly 50%. Oh my.
No, not
Look
again.
at that. Place last should totally be a bonus objective.
At most 50%.
I don't know about that. I don't like that.
No,
No.
don't do it. That's just
Mi-
like,
No, that's
Bonus
just like
objective. Crash into everything on the track.
So for the random judgments, I have a
Bradley
Yeah.
Renshaw. Like an April Fool's Day challenge mission or something.
Well, technically, that is trying to buy Pixel.
Yeah.
So
So what it does, like every rival has an accuracy percentage, which is based on like the mission difficulty, like how hard the mission is, and actually that's it. Or like each of the 8 rival difficulties has their own accuracy setting, and so there's a function that takes that accuracy, and then what do we do?
if you don't like math, how did you do all this?
Well, I do math my own way, kind of.
My own way.
Yeah. So what do? I haven't looked at this forever. There's a synchronized chance. I take the accuracy percent. Like, what is this code? Oh, it's applying some kind of power to it. Oh, jeez. Oh,
Bradley
this
Renshaw,
reminds
game math
me
is just
of
hacking things
me
until they
trying
vaguely
to
make
look
sense to
back
you as
on
the
my
developer and the
own
users won't
code
notice.
and not realizing.
so let's see.
I'm-
Yeah, I don't know.
My BGT code is just.
So anyway, what we do is we just generate a random number between 0 and 1, and then there's various thresholds depending on the rival accuracy for what kind of judgment they're going to get. But actually, so the way that rivals miss is actually completely different. That is completely deterministic. So like if a rival has a specific, like let's say a rival is supposed to hit like 90% accuracy, on a certain track,
They will always miss.
they'll
a
always
certain
miss the
note.
exact same notes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and that just makes the gameplay less chaotic. It's not random. It just makes their performance more consistent. So they're not like randomly, like never missing, and then
Doing better or doing
And
worse
doing
than
way better,
last time,
yeah.
It's always the same.
Bradley Renshaw, this sounds depressingly like my gameplay experience on hard difficulty
I'm
Roblox.
still stuck on the rematch bonus where you can't win without stat points. I get about halfway through.
Well,
I don't know
That
what to
one
tell you.
is-
You just need to learn the track. That's really about it.
yeah.
I did it on hard, so.
yeah, but
But
you,
that one you
have
could have
5 or
five,
less. So.
Oh yeah, that's 5 or less.
Oh well, on rematch, that one's tricky because you really have to. I think it helps a lot to use cornering, or if you really know where all the turns are, because there's a lot of like spots in the track where with turns that really take a lot of your speed away, and so
Yeah.
you're supposed to
Can
like.
you tell when a turn is coming? So when a turn sound plays, is that when you turn or is that right
No, that's
before?
exactly when the turn starts.
Yeah, that's when the turn starts. So if you want to know when it's coming up, you kind of have to memorize. The thing though is.
Oh. Is there a way to make it to where it'll play the sound before? Like make that an option?
Mm,
So that way I can plan ahead, like, okay, I'm about to turn. Like maybe
Make, like,
maybe
a-
put a turn indicator sound.
yeah, make
like
like a
3,
sound
2,
in
1.
any.
The only
Turn.
problem is I
Do-
don't know
do-
if the turns actually sync up with the music or if they're just like
Mm.
randomly on random parts of the track that are not.
Well, it depends on your speed.
Oh
Well, the-
yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. We're kind
No,
of
the-
racing here.
well, the turns are always in the same place. It doesn't matter how fast you're going.
Oh, it doesn't.
Because the track, if you're going fast, what happens in the game is the track just it's stretched longer. It's kind of weird, but you're always.
I never got the whole finish in this many seconds, but we always finish with the same amount of seconds. Like, how does that work? I
Yeah,
don't get it.
I don't.
Well,
Bradley
what?
Renshaw,
Okay.
oh I was wondering about that.
So this is why the speed is measured as a percentage. So the slowest you can go is 100%, and that means that time is passing in real time.
Exactly the same
But,
way as the music
so-
would pass.
So and so the time advances normally. But if you're going 200% speed,
Then the time
is-
advances twice as quickly.
no, the time actually passes half as fast. Right?
Well, yeah, because the faster you are,
Right.
the lower the
Yeah.
time is.
So if you do a whole track at 200% speed, then your final time will be half of the.
Track time.
Of the,
Yeah.
of the general music.
So.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
So the turns are always going to be in the same place. So you can memorize like where the turns are. The only issue I have with it right now is that what was I going to say? There's some turns are more impactful than others, but the turn queue doesn't really tell you like
Yeah.
some like in that rematch mission, there's specific turns that are really gonna slow you down. But
You could
it's-
do what you do with holds and put like reverb on it.
Bradley Renshaw,
And make
yeah
it
we can't tell
last
how
a
sharp
bit
the turn
longer
is.
for a bigger impact.
Yeah.
Could
For
do
like
that?
how sharp.
Yeah,
the
for
turn is.
longer
But the
for
problem
longer
is,
turns.
there's two different parameters of the turn. There's how sharp it is, and there's how long it lasts for.
But
This
we're
is
just worried about
confusing.
how sharp it is because
Well,
well,
Mukai 5. Use rally callouts lol.
rally callouts. I don't know what those. Oh, okay, yeah. Is that
Bradley
what?
Renshaw. Could you use a higher pitch turn indicator for longer turns?
Here's what I was thinking. That it's not very audible right now, but you can hear yourself slowing down. Kind of. Right? Or you should be able to. So
I
maybe.
can't really hear my car on the track. Or my
Well,
Yeah.
so maybe I think the solution might be to make that more. Is that whenever you're accelerating or decelerating, your car
Bradley
gets
Renshaw.
louder.
But I always miss it because I'm hitting 5 buttons every second.
Oh, it's your car? I thought
Oh.
it was always the bots that are following you that make the sound.
No,
No,
your car
well-
makes noise when your speed is
Mukai 5.
changing.
Rally drivers have a language for this stuff, like left 7 means a very gentle slope and so on.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that. Yeah, rally drivers have like someone in the passenger seat giving instructions.
Imagine
So-
an announcer that literally just shouts left and right.
That's
Sure.
called top
Oh.
speed 3.
Bradley Renshaw. That could be an optional announcer thing.
That's called top speed.
I like the announcer. I feel like when I first heard there was an announcer, I thought it'd be really sort of it would be kind of distracting, but it actually fits really well.
It's not. It's not distracting
Yeah.
at all. I have it on constantly, although I don't have Jelly on. I have my own.
I like jelly. Yeah. I want to make another one, but we'll see. I haven't been working on it much lately.
We want to know what character it is, but you said you won't give it out, so we'll
No.
have to wait.
How?
I'm just thinking if it's Elijah,
Bradley
it's
Renshaw.
gonna be
I love the
a first
announcer,
person,
though every
which
time I
is
hear
gonna be
X100 combo, I immediately miss one of the next
That
5 notes
would be
because I'm like,
bad.
okay combo, oh crap, I have to focus, immediately miss
Make
this
a
note.
Rick Astley announcer.
No, don't.
Good luck getting him to voice it, though.
You could make like a Bop It announcer.
I actually
How
have.
would that work?
I have done that.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, kinda.
We
It's-
kinda
It's a mix between
It
all
was a
different
test
types of
thing.
Electronic games.
have like we've kind of made we have collectively
it-
loads of
You know, I've thought
Games
about
based
wanting to
on-
play Sequence Storm on a Bop It,
Mukai
but I'm
5.
like,
Announcers
no.
are a very love slash hate thing in
Because-
rhythm games
Well-
because of that.
No, it wouldn't work.
you.
Because you need to do
It
things
doesn't
so
work.
fast that the
Yeah,
Bop
but
It
you
mechanics are slow.
You wouldn't be able to, for example, you wouldn't be able to twist it.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to twist it like or pull it.
That's stupid.
So it wouldn't work.
You basically have to just destroy it to play it.
Face.
The only thing you can do quick enough is maybe spin it, because that
No,
that
bop it,
activates
no.
very, very quickly.
So
No,
yeah, that's
now
how
just-
that's out of the question.
I want to see a Guitar Hero controller being used for Sequence Storm.
It's theoretically possible, isn't it?
Anything's possible. It's just, is it plausible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like
want to
the
see someone play
Wiimote.
it with a computer keyboard. That would be
Bradley
really
Renshaw.
cool.
Someone get an old
Yeah,
voting machine
you
and
know,
reverse engineer it to
I
hook up to a
kinda
PC
do
as a
that
controller and play
all the
Sequence Storm with
time.
it.
If I ever do get a gamepad, I'll definitely try to play Sequence Storm with that. I'm not saying that I'll switch over definitely, but I'll try it.
Bradley Renshaw. It wouldn't be the most insane thing I've seen.
Because I've always been curious about one of the things that gamepads have is the whole rumble thing where they vibrate.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
So if I
does the
had
does the Pocket Voltex have that?
what, Rumble? No.
Oh, okay. I
No.
want to get one of those. See how good it is. To see if I'm better at that.
I think I'd be best on the keyboard, but I do want to try it.
Bradley Renshaw. Rumble with a rhythm
keyboard
game would be
is
really
like
bad.
Yeah.
the best way of playing it. It's interesting to play it with other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to go for anything crazy like hard or extreme with a gamepad. That's just not
Mukai 5.
possible.
You want Rumble in a rhythm
Try
game. Go sit on a
amplitude
subwoofer
on-
LOL.
Oh
No,
you'd be
Don't
breaking
do that.
So if
You'll be
I
breaking your analog stick. Don't do that.
if I change that difficulty
Bradley Renshaw.
selection,
Roflo.
how would I describe standard, challenge, and ultra? So for standard would be probably for rhythm beginners? I don't know. Or
Well, it goes beginner, easy, medium, and then
The
challenge
people
is
who,
easy,
the people
medium.
who just
People
want
who
to finish
just
the game
start the
on it.
game don't know much about the whole difficulty thing, so you don't word it like that.
I say it's
Yeah.
the people who are playing it
Bradley
like their
Renshaw,
first
standard,
time round.
for
Like,
those who are
it's-
newer to
it's
rhythm
sort of
games.
a good
You
starting
will still be crying though for
place.
later missions.
It's to get comfortable with the controls, but still have
Yeah.
a good challenge by the end.
so
Yes,
for
exactly.
for players that are new to rhythm games, is what I'm.
See, I started off
Mukai
with
5,
standard.
something like for players who play rhythm games
because,
occasionally
I
or
mean,
something.
I'm not new to rhythm games.
Well, I
I
do.
played-
If somebody
There
is,
isn't much of rhythm games in the line.
if
If
so,
you're new
So-
to rhythm games, you might want to put like 2 or 3 inputs on, which isn't a thing right now. But
well, I think
Two.
new players can generally handle all the inputs.
Yeah, I mean, is this real? I tried. Is this real on medium? For one of my first things I ever did.
don't do that.
That was a dumb idea.
I got
spent
carried
like
away.
my first 6 hours doing mission mode just normally, and then I finally gave in.
I didn't
and played
even start
arcade
on
after
mission
that.
mode. I just see it before. I didn't even know where the audio cue settings were, so I
Bradley
literally
Renshaw,
just
I did beat this real on
played
Audible
by
Queues too, but I had to EST it to half
trying
beat.
to learn it.
Oh, you literally just press random buttons until you figured it out.
Yeah, like I knew the keys because of course I had
Mukai
seen you
5,
play
for
it,
Ultra
but I
Basic
didn't
Chess,
know
for players that know what they're
exactly
doing.
which sound was which yet.
I was
So figured
thinking,
that
well, I
out.
don't know, something funny of like the Toho games. They've on the what is the hardest difficulty there? I can't remember.
I don't know.
But they say
Bradley Renshaw,
oh, lunatic, yeah. So the lunatic difficulty is, they say it's like
Mukai 5, you lunatic.
or weird people.
Weird.
Yeah.
So that's what I should call ultra difficulties for weird people.
No, make crushing where every time you die, you go back.
No.
What?
No.
Don't
No.
do that.
No.
Anyway,
this is
ultra
a
is
rhythm
for,
game.
I think, I don't know. I actually wonder if somebody.
Bradley Renshaw, oh god, sequence storm roguelike mode. Please no.
Notch is gonna play Ultra next year sometime. He's gonna
I
do it.
will, yes. I don't know if I'll finish it, but I'll definitely begin.
I mean, you got 90% on challenge your first run through. So
Yeah.
I mean,
What should I say? For rhythm game experts? I don't know.
For people who are experienced with
for
rhythm
crazy
games,
mofos.
Something like that.
for that one person that gets
Actually,
very high
how would
results
I?
in Extreme.
Mukai 5,
But
I don't know if I would say
problem
challenges for
is-
average players.
Yeah,
Even
challenge is not
though
for
Ultra
average
has
players.
Extreme in it,
It's not a full thing.
it's not just extreme. It's
No,
medium,
it's
then
that's not
hard, then
medium.
extreme.
Bradley Renshaw,
For
Ultra,
people
for the 3 people who can read notes
are
like fast.
used to fast-paced environments.
I think challenge
want
should be.
challenge.
Adrenaline.
I don't know that. I don't know.
Bradley Renshaw, challenge is definitely not for average players.
Yeah, so I might
Mukai
say
5, I'd say for players that play rhythm games regularly. Bradley
yeah.
Renshaw, that's fair.
I'm trying to think of
People who have really good hand-eye or hand-ear
Or just
coordination.
very good coordination.
maybe I kind of like for players that play a lot of rhythm games. Because
Yeah.
I don't want people to think, oh, I'm not a. I don't know. Challenge is not exactly. I think people. I don't know. I don't want to have people choosing challenge and then getting frustrated because I.
Bradley Renshaw, for players who frequently play rhythm
Like,
games or for players looking for an
standard
increased challenge.
is challenging at the end.
It
really
is.
It is.
Once you get to those hub missions,
Ooh.
And then let's not forget Project Avion, which has become much better since.
oh, that's right. Yeah, it's pretty easy now. I'm stuck on message from TJP because of the second and third barriers. Those things are annoying.
So I was also thinking. Oh, okay. So I would kind of secretly set the timing difficulty to loose. What are they called?
Ooh.
Loose, whatever, or strict.
Is it
I
moderate?
play on
think?
moderate.
Moderate,
I think
yeah.
Moderate's good enough.
I don't know. I kind of want to just.
I never mess with it, as I said before. I don't
I
know
don't
if I
either.
should or not.
I think I'm just gonna do
Because
Yeah.
that.
if I do, then I won't have the satisfaction of ever getting 100.00 on anything ever again.
I think
Bradley
what I
Renshaw,
did
why
was
change
I
it?
set.
Let players choose their own masochism.
So
I know, but it's
Well,
just my thing.
I'm just trying to like streamline the kind of experience for new players.
Maybe have like
Mukai 5.
have
Your defaulting normal
thing
difficulty tool is
that
sensible.
shows up at the very beginning that says you can change the timing,
it does.
judgment timing. Oh,
it does
it
actually.
I think it does.
Yeah, it does. I remember when setting it up, it said choose your timing.
Well, this is what
Bradley
he's
Renshaw,
changing
I think the
right
main source of challenge
now
for new players is othering all of the
from
mechanics
judgment
honestly.
timing difficulty select to mission
Mukai
difficulty
5.
select.
Maybe if they get a full combo,
But
then
I'm
you can have
saying,
pop-up
like,
message telling them they
after
can change
you choose
it.
a mission difficulty, maybe
Bradley
tell
Renshaw,
them, hey,
Jiggling.
you can change your judgment timing if you find notes harder or easier to hit. Just to tell them that it does exist.
Also, I've noticed
Bradley
that
Renshaw,
Grave
maybe like
Axle
one extra stat
when
point early on
goes
would help.
into the quick settings. Why is that?
Here's what I think, that if somebody was into the game so much that they went to the arcade and were looking at the leaderboards, then maybe they would see that there's different options. Actually, I wanted to change that too. I don't know. The leaderboards show the timing difficulty that players use, but I think that's kind of stupid.
Really? Because that doesn't show up
Really?
in the narration.
It doesn't. Oh,
That reminds me. Oh yeah, never mind.
well,
We
what
went
I
over this before.
thought I might do
Mukai 5. Oh
instead.
yeah, you should put timing difficulty on the game settings menu.
I wish you could again
Mukai
make
5,
it a
in
list,
arcade.
but on top of that, when
Bradley
you click
Renshaw,
on the
pretty you call it the
user
leaderboard info is missing
score,
ATM.
it will tell you all the settings. They
Oh,
use.
I thought
Yeah.
I did have isn't timing difficulty? It is. I'm certain timing difficulties on the game settings menu already.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Bradley Renshaw, you don't narrate people's modifiers / trophies / etc.
Also, for my particular thing, I don't know why exactly, but I found a judgment timing offset of like minus 15 milliseconds works better. I don't know if that's normal or not.
Oh, that's totally normal. Because everyone's computer hardware is different, and every type of input is different. So, for instance, the amount of time it takes for a keystroke to get to your computer and register
Bradley Renshaw, minus 15 is mine because screw
is
Lenovo.
it's actually it takes like on my machine it takes like 15 milliseconds for a keystroke to register, but on a gamepad it's almost instant because those are designed for low latency. So just depending on how
What about external gaming keyboards?
I just leave mine to
wonder-
0, just because. Why not?
I don't know that a
If
gaming
you see your average timing always be early or late, if you're not playing extreme tracks, of course, because on extreme you can have like judgment timing is 32 milliseconds early.
Bradley
or
Renshaw,
something
still
crazy
limited by
like
keyboard
that.
drivers I think.
That's not what I mean. But just like normally, if you see average timing is 5, 6, 7 milliseconds early or
Mukai
late.
5, keyboard should be like 10 milliseconds because of the bounce time.
Yeah, I know.
I've
I just
consistently
leave it at
had
0.
mine say like 10 or 12 milliseconds late. I'm like, let's change it back.
I'll just set mine to like 4,000.
Oh,
See
okay.
what that does.
Just set it to the
No.
highest. You're playing with like 1 beat of lag every time.
I wonder what it would be like for someone to play this on a Windows virtual machine on some other computer.
No, I don't want to know what it would look like. First of all, it probably wouldn't run. Let's
Mukai 5, even gaming mice have 4
Probably
milliseconds of
wouldn't
building delay
run,
because of
yeah,
that nonsense.
But if it does, then you change your judgment timing to like
minus
minus 200 or minus 150 and try to play it. I don't even know if it
Bradley Renshaw,
goes that
yeah, it's annoying.
low. I don't think it does.
So this is an example of how bad I am at math. Like I have the index of what they chose, 0, 1, or 2. And I want to set the mission difficulty to the proper thing, which should be either 1, 2, or 3. So that means I need to add
Just
1,
do
right?
index plus 1. Yes, index
Index
plus
plus 1.
I
yeah.
hate arrays with indexes. I really
Well, I don't
hate
want to say
how-
1. I want to. If you're looking at this, you notice there's actually a 4th
Bradley
mission
Renshaw, index plus
difficulty
1 in
that
help.
it doesn't
What?
exist.
Mukai 5, no
Uh,
mixed indexes.
What?
Oh.
It's called casual mission difficulty, and that one didn't make it into the game.
Oh, what would casual be?
It was easier than standard. So actually,
Oh,
actually,
so
what
it's
I
plus
want,
2.
no, I actually want. Well, casual is 0, so I actually want index plus the standard difficulty index.
Is that what the whole 0, 1, and 2 coming thing with the medals on the save file? Like 0 or minus
Yeah.
1 is
Bradley Renshaw, I
incomplete.
think casual would be a really cool idea.
0
I know a lot
is
of people
bronze.
WH tried standard and found it too hard.
Yeah.
A lot of Steam
actually,
reviewers.
that has nothing to do with it. That's a different.
But I mean,
thing,
it's using the same kind of.
Well,
same
yeah,
kind
it's
of
using
theory
index
behind it.
numbers.
Also, in the story mode, when you do side missions, by pressing J and K, it doesn't tell you which ones are side missions and which ones
Loading.
Yeah,
I
it
wish
probably
you had
doesn't.
Unloading. Press any. Welcome to Sequence Storm.
Is there a
Options
way
I'm
to,
button.
planning on making these
Options. Vertical menu. Back button.
more
Oh, reset mission.
organized.
Really reset text button.
Could you
Press enter to
press,
activate.
like-
Oh, yeah, I wanted to reorder the missions so that, like, if you just go through one by one, it kind of, the order actually makes sense. Because right now they're kind of,
Yeah.
they're not.
It kind of
Like,
makes
1
sense,
minute.
maybe.
It's weird.
So,
One.
right
1
now,
minute.
Gameplay announcer selection.
Mukai 5, to be fair, a few of the side missions aren't actually side missions.
Like, 1
Main
minute,
menu.
Cade
Vertical
is
menu with 7
dead.
items.
The next
Selected
minute
options
you're
button.
playing
Press enter
Jelly
to activate.
Royce when he's
Press
kind
F1
of
for more
gone.
information.
Oh
Sure.
yeah, Cade revived
well,
himself.
you know, Cade, I think he comes and goes, right?
New game button. Press enter to
Like,
activate.
not death. Like, he's not a zombie
But-
now.
Select timing difficulty. This can be
But
changed at any
Herman
time in options.
kinda
Vertical
killed
standard
him.
button. For challenge button.
Oh,
For players that
now
play a lot
the
of games. Press enter to activate.
Now the menu's ugly. That's not good.
Also, when I
Standard button. For
when
play
I
challenge button.
first
Standard button.
looked
For players
in
that are
the
new to rhythm
files
games.
for the
Press challenge
announcer,
button. For players
I
that play a lot
thought
of
you'd
rhythm games.
race
Press
Jelly,
enter to
yeah.
activate.
No,
I
don't
won't
do
put it.
that.
I'm
Ultra
putting the
button. For
volume
rhythm game
down.
experts.
That's
Press enter to
it.
activate.
No,
Do it.
0.1. You deserve it.
I need to. Okay, I don't even know how I control. Like,
Standard button. For players that are new to rhythm games. Press enter to activate.
the text is a little bit not where I want it. Well, let me
Challenge button.
make
For
sure
players
I
that play a
got
lot
this
of select
right.
game mode. This can be changed at visible cues. Audible. Mission selection. A grid of missions.
Oh.
Standard difficulty. Selected Elijah's last 50 credits. A tutorial. Not yet complete.
It didn't
Press F1
work.
for more.
It literally
I
didn't
wonder
work.
how long
Main
it
menu,
took you to
vertical menu with set arcade
design
options
the
button.
thing where every time
Options,
there's
vertical menu with
messages
20, back
scrolling
button,
across
press
the
enter to
screen,
activate.
you hear like those little
Reset, really reset mission bar.
noises.
Yes button. Press main menu.
Yeah.
Arcade
Oh
button.
yeah,
Press new.
because that is
sure
complicated.
that's
Select timing
just-
difficulty. This can be
I'm sure
ultra
that's
button
just,
for rhythm game experts.
Carrot-
Bradley Renshaw,
like-
it feels so wrong not having the music in these menus.
Mission selection. A grid of missions.
See,
Standard
Yeah.
difficulty. Selected
I
Elijah's
know-
last
I
50
know
credits.
mainstream
A tutorial.
I have the
Press F1 for more.
somewhere I'm setting the mission difficulty to standard. That's really fun. Well, let's find where I'm doing that. 'Cause I'm clobbering the setting. Yeah, I have the music muted by default. On my build I hit F8 to turn the music on and off. Because I don't need to hear
are
all
you
the
going
time.
to- Are
Yeah.
you going to put more than 200%
no.
max speed? I know you were talking about that.
Well, you
I
can go all
wanted
the way
to.
up to 250 and even higher, I think.
No, I don't. I never actually did that. I wanted to.
Oh, you mean like max speed for like playing the game faster?
No,
Oh,
he mean
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, max game speed.
But this new build of Sequence Storm looks amazing with the whole autopilot thing. When will it be available?
Yeah, I like that new feature.
What?
I love that autoplay feature. I'd really like
Bradley
it.
Renshaw,
Yeah,
I
that
want to
is
see how
pretty
far a person
great.
can get with 1000% speed.
1000? You can't get anywhere because the song ends like immediately.
Well, no, we mean like the autoplay where it'll play the track for us. We really
No,
like that
don't
feature.
do that.
Also, who
Uh,
in their right mind can get 1,000 combos? Who can do that?
Hmm?
No one. It doesn't.
Grim can. Somewhere I'm like resetting the difficulty and I don't like it. Why am I doing that?
Mukai 5, I think I've gotten 900 somewhere.
But yeah, the Sequence Storm not responding glitch was.
Bradley Renshaw,
was-
there are
was
some extreme
funny.
tracks
You
with that
could
many
play
notes, so it is
the track
technically
in
possible.
17 minutes.
Wait, what? When? What?
Bradley
what
Renshaw,
happened?
my max
What?
is like 550.
Really? I don't understand.
So,
What?
I
When?
was playing Sequence
Oh
Storm.
shit.
I left it for a bit, just running, and then I went to play a track. It took about a minute to load, and then the music started playing with no cues. and
Bradley Renshaw,
then
oh yeah, there's that word bug.
a few seconds in, it said I'd finished the track, but I finished in 17 minutes with 0% accuracy.
That's impossible.
Well,
happened.
Well, that's like technically impossible
Bradley
to
Renshaw,
do.
the track isn't playing
because
itself.
no
The
track
audio
is
of notes is just
on,
queued up to play, so it sounds like you
right?
are playing the track.
Just play Naj's sequence storm medley he's making.
Oh yeah, I kinda still need to finish that. I'm only about 40% in.
well, for some reason I'm setting the mission difficulty, but something is resetting it, and so I get to do a
Maybe whenever it moves into the
Mitchell
mission
Bridwell, hello.
screen,
Hello, Mitchell.
it selects one. Does it have to do with whenever you move into the mission mode, like the mission selection screen? It selects one, maybe?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Well, actually, that wouldn't change the difficulty, would it?
Anyway, I'm gonna.
Didn't you tell it to just
Mitchell
start
Bridwell,
on
this is a nerd
standard
stream, it appears.
full time anyway, like whenever you start a save file?
Bradley Renshaw, is that a bug in the public version / I haven't noticed
what
it?
would be resetting? I don't know.
Anyway, I'm gonna do a fun debugging thing where I set a memory breakpoint, which is something that everyone needs to know how to do. Because I'm setting this variable and something else is setting
High
it.
five, isn't line 17 right? They're doing it. Because timing difficulty comes after campaign difficulty.
Yeah, but something
Mitchell
was.
Bridwell, who is on the stream besides you?
Oh, Mitchell, I'm in the Discord chat. So, who's on the stream? Several random people.
Mitchell Bridwell, oh okay.
I mean, is the difficulty what type of variable is the difficulty selection anyway?
Well, it's just an integer. Let's see. So I'm debugging now, and God, this takes so long to load and debug.
Done loading. Press any button.
To load the
Welcome
game.
to
Trying to-
Okay.
button.
Are you,
Option.
try-
Credit.
you're
Option.
trying to load the game?
Option. Back. Focus. Gameplay. Reset mission.
So
reset
I'm
mission progress.
resetting
Reset
mission
button. Press enter to
progress,
back button. Main menu.
and I'm gonna
Press
do new game, and I'm gonna
Select time and difficulty. This can be changed at any time
I'm
in options.
going to
Vertical menu with 4 items.
choose
Selected Ultra button. For rhythm game experts.
Ultra,
Press
and then I hit my breakpoint, and so mission difficulty got set to. Oh my god. Watch. It's set to 3. That's what Ultra is, but so I need to add a data breakpoint to the address of that integer, and I'm gonna hit.
enter to activate.
Mitchell Bridwell, that new chiptune
Yeah,
song really makes
I
me want a
would've
chiptune remix.
Aha.
LOL.
I would have thought that it would have been 0, 1, and 2 instead of 1, 2, and 3.
Well,
It
it's
actually is a 0, but it's not used.
yeah. I don't use 0. We don't need
Bradley
that.
Renshaw, which one?
Okay, so yeah, I was. Why am I in this function called reset mission progress? That's interesting.
Mitchell Bridwell, it's in the trailer.
Anyway, I think I was
High
resetting the
five,
mission
I've never used a data
difficulty.
breakpoint before, and that sounds like an amazing tool.
You should be using data breakpoints. Some of you are not using data breakpoints, and it shows.
What
Bradley
even
Renshaw?
is
Oh.
a data breakpoint anyway?
So what it is I tell it to run the program like okay. So I had the mission difficulty was getting changed
Bradley
somewhere,
Renshaw, data breakpoints are very useful.
but I didn't know where, right? And so I put a breakpoint at a place where I had set the mission difficulty variable to what I wanted it to be, and then when it was braked, I said
Bradley Renshaw, joke is I code in Python and JavaScript.
I said what did I do? I said I took
Bradley
the
Renshaw, I dream of sane breakpoints.
address of that variable, and you create what's called a data breakpoint, and you say whenever the memory at this address changes, break, right? And so then I run the game,
Mitchell Bridwell, that's also a thing in C, I think.
and then when the
Mitchell
code
Bridwell, as well.
was anyway, so there's this function called reset mission progress, which was setting the mission difficulty.
Bradley Renshaw, for C you need a good debugger. Mitchell Bridwell, I don't like Java mostly because it's
So
so
anyway, when the value at that address changed,
Bradley
it
Renshaw,
broke,
God,
and
I hate
that
Java.
allowed me to find the code that was changing the variable. Anyway, does that make any sense?
It does
Yeah,
make sense.
it does.
I wasn't here for all of it, so I don't know.
Well, it did.
Loading.
So I don't know.
Game
I
mode. Press
think
enter. Welcome arcade button. Press enter to act. Up.
I
Press
think
button.
I'm
Press enter to
happy
act.
with this new
No changes.
menu.
Vertical menu.
Difficulty
Open DLC.
works.
Full. Reset. Really reset mission. Yes button. Open back button. Press enter to act.
I
Main
didn't
menu.
know I
Vertical
was
menu with 7
calling
items. Select
reset
options.
mission.
New game.
Why am I calling reset mission
Select time and
progress at
difficulty.
all
This can be
though?
changed at any time in options. Vertical menu with 4 items. Standard button. For players that are new to rhythm games. Press enter to activate. Challenge button.
remember
For players that play a lot of
when
rhythm
I was
games. Press enter to activate.
I was listening to somebody play the game in Audible Queues 1 mode, and I
Select
took
game mode.
out this
This can be
old
changed at any time.
typewriter and started typing
Mission selection.
the
Grid of missions. Challenge
controls
difficulty.
into it.
Selected allows last 50 credits. This
I've
tutorial not
done
yet
that before.
We need
I've
to
d-
do
I did
that
it
with the piano. Someone hook up a piano and
Yeah.
start playing.
That is a
Mitchell
possibility.
Bridwell,
I actually
I'm going to
thought
try
of
and read the
doing
hours
it
live without
one
using any
day.
stats or
No,
items.
No, that'll be
Oh
hard.
my
Yeah.
god.
Look up a Novation Launchpad and try and
Mitchell
do
Bridwell,
that.
I don't
Just
think it's
put loads
doable.
of random
convert
effects
the
and
convert the MIDI signals to the to just the different buttons, and then use the
well,
touch points
Yeah.
on the launch pad to play the game.
what I did was took a recording of Nudge playing hide and seek and copied the note patterns down into the notes
Bradley
app.
Renshaw,
Oh yay!
Oh, so you got all the information. So you copied
Load-
the information down for patterns.
Welcome to Seek Art.
And it wasn't
Arcade.
even
The only
accurate.
Press left and right to
problem
select
is
track. Main menu.
Wasn't
Up.
that
Press with
stored
credit.
in
Up.
the track.json
Options. Vertical
file?
back. Reset mission progress
Yes.
button. Really reset. Yes button. Press enter to act. Make art.
So you don't
My
even have
question
to-
Select timing
is,
difficulty. Standard button. For
Can
ultra
you-
button.
I
Standard
don't
button.
know if you
can
Ultra.
manually
Standard button.
change
For
a
players that are new to
track's
rhythm games. Ultra
patterns,
button.
like-
For rhythm game experts. Press enter to activate.
Not the
Challenge. Standard button.
not
For
the
players that
ones
are new to
you
rhythm games.
haven't
Press enter
created,
to
no,
activate.
'cause they're
Challenge button.
completely
For
encrypted.
players that play a lot of rhythm games.
All of
Press
it.
enter to act.
Alright,
Ultra button.
I
For
wanna
rhythm
see
game
an-
experts. Press enter to activate.
I want to see.
Which is for the best, because think about it. I
Yeah.
mean,
I think that's good. I'm happy with that.
I want to see an AI make its own custom sequence storm track. Just put notes. Just
We'll
like,
analyze it. We'll make the AI analyze it, and then figure out.
What are you guys?
Handsome Money
Tell
could
it-
probably do it already.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
it's completely outlandish. And it doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
make an AI make its
trying to
own.
make an AI build a custom track.
oh. Well, I mean that's actually totally a thing, because some games can auto-generate note patterns. You just give it a
Ooh.
track and then it auto-generates.
Does
Uh,
it
But
like
it has to be very
analyze?
simple patterns, right?
No.
I don't know. I don't have much experience with it.
If they could analyze the stems and they could figure out
Well,
the melody and stuff.
you wouldn't even need stems.
Mitchell
Just
Bridwell,
analyze
was it
the
Audio Surf
rhythmic
game?
component
Yeah,
of the
like
track
there's a
and
game
then-
called Audio Surf that does that.
Mukai 5, I don't trust auto-generated patterns, lol.
Yeah, but auto-generated
Surf.
patterns
Mitchell
are
Bridwell, or it was something like that.
they're only gonna be garbage, so I kind of don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah,
That I-
exactly.
Unless, so, I mean, the game has a whole bunch of note patterns which are hopefully halfway decent, right? So
Maybe it could
and-
choose between. A
well, I mean, it
like
can it can use
a-
it could use existing
Yeah.
patterns and
then
you
change
know
the tempo to match with the.
yeah or something like that. Anyway, it would
Mukai 5, I saw someone working on auto-generation using stems and that's probably a little better.
This is
Yeah.
like completely outlandish. It doesn't need to exist.
no, but I mean, imagine if
Yeah.
you could just like go into your iTunes or whatever library and choose any track and just start playing. Some
Um,
games actually do
Well-
that, and it will just generate a pattern. But most of those games are like Audio Surf. The gameplay in games like Audio Surf don't really have a lot to do with the actual music.
Is it like how Geometry Dash works, where you just tap the screen?
No, Audio Surf is it's like a game where you like dodge like blocks that are coming. You're actually, instead of trying to hit the notes, you're actually dodging them.
Yeah.
But the
Mm.
patterns that it auto generates don't really make a lot of sense with the music, so it's not very good.
I mean, yeah.
Mukai 5, an MMO trying to make auto-generation work glosses over the creative decisions people make when designing rhythm game levels.
Because
It
Yeah.
could if you
I was
had
gonna-
a really, really advanced AI, but he doesn't have the money for that, so.
I ain't got time for that.
Or the time.
Yeah, and auto generation, it takes
Mitchell Bridwell,
Me?
Through Fire and Flames EDM remix.
it takes me forever to like make a pattern. Yeah, and like
What was the first track you ever did?
The very first one. Do you want to guess?
I'm
I'm
was
saying
it?
Armada.
Was it that one?
Nope.
Mitchell Bridwell, or somehow to basically translate the Guitar Hero patterns to this game. LOL.
I don't
I'm gonna
know.
get Young Jaguar's theme. I'm gonna guess that.
No, that was actually added way
Didn't that one come
later.
later?
Bradley Renshaw, hours to live is possible without items and stat
Well,
points.
because
I
I
just
thought
did
you
it.
and Young Jaguar were friends, so maybe, you know.
Well, friends, and that I
Mitchell
pay
Bridwell,
I
no
pay
numbers in
him
that
money
thing.
and he gives me
What if it was
tracks.
hard case? Because you said you made that one by yourself.
I did make hard case, but no, the very first track I put into the game. It was I'm pretty sure it was Amplitude actually,
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
and
Bradley Renshaw. Oh.
I think the second one was God, I have to play I can't remember the names of any of the songs.
Manifest.
Manifest was one of the early ones too.
Downloading. Welcome to C. Arcade button.
Yeah.
Press enter to
Oh,
activate.
you're
Arcade button.
You're
Press enter to
speaking of,
activate.
speaking of tracks,
Arcade.
why
Press
is
left and right to
the-
select the track. Game settings menu.
what
Arcade.
makes the,
Press left and right to select the track.
first
Press up and down to change the difficulty.
tutorial,
Press F1
that
for more
uses
information.
Elemental so
Mitchell
different
Bridwell, who how did you
when
get
it
past the
comes
part
up
where the two
later
barriers are back to back?
in the
It's
Short
been
by default.
edited. It uses its own audio
by selection.
file. It's
Yeah.
shortened.
Items. Element. Deep connecting. Rated
I'm
20.
so
Bradley Renshaw,
curious why
Elemental
Mario
is the
2
only
Antibody speed.
track that
Rated
has
27.
3 versions, not 2.
Beast mode.
and you
Chocolate.
can't even
Deep
access the
doublet.
third
Elemental.
one by itself.
Rated 18. Rank 1.
Yeah, there's a special tutorial track.
And there's
Mitchell
also a
Bridwell,
second preview.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, there
Hero Team.
is.
Rated 27. Hide and seek. In love. Rated 20.
Bradley Renshaw, it only takes
Um,
like 1/3 of your health per
One thing
barrier.
I've never
Massive.
understood is
Rated
why
22.
some of the previews will just fade out.
I think Massive was actually the second one I put in.
Mitchell Bridwell, I had actually already used it when I tried.
Massive, that
Ooh.
makes sense.
Does it? Why does that make sense?
I don't know, because for whatever reason, I think Amplitude, Massive, Manifest, those 3 are like very close.
Mitchell
They
Bridwell,
all
I thought it was
kinda
more than
go
1/3.
into the same sort of.
And then it's like Syndicate and Chaos
Chaos.
are closely related too.
Then it's
I don't
Yeah.
know, maybe I'm just...
Actually,
maybe I'm
yeah,
just
I
thinking too deep into
put
it.
I put Syndicate and Chaos
Bradley Renshaw, it might
in
be
the
closer to
game
half.
at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. Or was those separate?
Also, didn't Sucker Punch used to be an unlockable track?
Yeah, a bunch of them used to be unlockable.
I
Like you
remember there
used
was
to
a
have
track
to.
that had a different name. I don't remember what it was. It was this random name I found somewhere.
Syndicate.
That,
No.
was it Syndicate? No, I don't remember what it
Stagnant Man.
was. It was one of the Sequence Storm original tracks that was called something different.
I can't think of anything I changed the name
Was it
of.
in the save?
It's in the save file.
Mitchell
It was
Bridwell,
a
Linked
who made the
up,
numbered
was
names.
it?
Oh,
Yes, linked up is called Connecting. Okay.
oh yeah. A lot of tracks have different names internally.
Mitchell Bridwell, like 108,924.
Oh, those numbered tracks.
Manifest. Interfere. Deep. Exit.
Those are
Exit.
made by
1325. Rated 21.
Downpour, and I guess he didn't want to actually name them, so those are just dates.
Oh, they're dates. They're.
I think-
Oh.
Are they?
Oh, 2016. Wait, yeah, 2016.
Yeah, so he must have made those a long time ago.
August 8th,
Oh.
I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
August 8th, 2016.
so that's why those are just numbers.
And then
Maybe I-
150,325 is March 25th.
So that's March
2015.
25th, 2015. Wow.
Whoa, that's
Okay.
cool.
Wait.
Mitchell Bridwell,
That
L
marks,
is real
that
2,401.
marks a huge shift over in the history of Hungary. March 15th, 2015. Wow. That's
Is it?
that's an important date. Well, not necessarily. It's just
Oh,
something to do with
what if that's what it's named
TV
for?
and radio broadcasts here in Hungary.
Oh,
It was switched
There'll be
over.
another big shift in February.
well, I wonder if both these dates are. I just figure it's when he made the track.
August 27th, 2016 doesn't have much of a significance.
When was Sequence Storm released? Was
it
it?
was 2018.
21, 2018.
I don't know. I forget.
We were talking about something about Elemental and the what was it?
The tutorial music.
There was something I wanted to mention. I don't remember.
About different tracks
Oh,
related to each other.
Elemental is kind of like.
Main menu. Continue.
I don't know.
Mission selection. The grid of missions. Challenge difficulty. Selected Elijah's last 50 credits.
Was there
A tutorial.
was
Not yet
there a
complete.
reason
Press
that
F1 for
you
more.
chose to leave certain tracks, like all the Young Jaguar tracks, for example, and a lot of the other ones out from mission mode?
That's because I added those tracks after I released the game. I just added new tracks. So
Oh, you
Mitchell
added
Bridwell.
the new.
A few of the songs have
you
sort of the
didn't
same
add them
sense
as
being used that were
DLC,
made by
just
you.
Added them as they were.
yeah.
Yeah.
So some tracks don't have missions. That's why they don't have missions. It's because I added them later.
And then some tracks have
A
two.
simple jump. The fast and fresh hyperactivate. A tutorial. Gold medal.
Some of
Keep
them
you up.
do.
Gold medal and
Yeah.
relax. Keep just one more race. Keep relax.
Okay.
You up.
My
Just one more
tracks
race. Gold medal and bonus objective. Keep fresh meat. The fast
I
and
already
simple job.
gave
Elijah's last 50 credits. Simple.
Some
Fresh. Relax.
tracks
You up. Just one more
only
race.
have
Really bad
side
thing. Just one more race. Gold medal and bonus
I
objective
didn't
complete.
get it.
Real data discovery. Gold.
I
You up.
think
Just one more race. Gold medal. You up.
Manifest
Hyperactivate. Gold medal and bonus objective complete. Real
and
defense. More. Gold. More
where's
sense.
that other
More.
one?
Fresh meat. More. Welcome. New curve. Not normal. Powers. Antiviral. Return.
Manifest and
Gold medal
Elemental,
and bonus
to
objective
me,
complete.
I don't know
Generations
why,
of
I think
Gold.
those ones are kind of similar.
Mitchell Bridwell. Honestly, I need to try doing this game without music.
I
LOL.
think Manifest
Yeah.
and Massive go together more, but that's
Do?
They
Oh.
do.
So here's
maybe
a...
it's because maybe it's because of the musical key. They're both in the
Bradley
key of
Renshaw.
F.
Oh
I don't
God.
know.
And then
I think here's a trivia question. So when you use the hyper ability, there's a two sounds. There's like the arm sound and the activate sound.
Yep.
So which track? Those sounds came from one of the tracks in the game. Which track?
What?
Yeah. So which track did those sounds come from?
Neo Presence maybe?
No.
Hiramod?
Mitchell
Usa.
Bridwell. I really wish that
No.
you could cancel out of Hyperdrift.
New Order. It's got to be New Order.
No. Actually, you're right. It is from Haramond's theme. It's at the start of the...
Oh wow.
Bradley Renshaw. Main menu theme.
It's at the, that...
Let's see.
So if you play it at the... in the middle of the track,
Bradley Renshaw. Oh yeah.
at
Mitchell
the
Bridwell. That's
slow
what I
part,
thought.
you'll hear the,
The part where the swords start getting drawn out?
yeah.
Let's see.
I love this track because of the monologue in the middle.
So you should hear the hyperdrift sound comes straight from this
Bradley Renshaw.
one.
Oh, is that why you gave Hiramod the boost?
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
I heard. I thought I
That
heard
is
it before.
crazy. I didn't think of it like that at all.
Well, I needed
love
this. I needed a sound for the hyperdrift, and I just had an
That's
idea.
creative. That's really cool.
It is. And it
You
works
know,
out
I
very
love-
well.
I
Where
love
did you
this
get
part.
some of the other sounds from?
The track. This.
I got a lot of the sound effects from. There's a website called Audio Jungle that just has a bunch of sound effects you can license, and they're really cheap. So
Yeah,
a lot
that
of it
makes
comes
sense.
from there, or a lot of it I just made by myself in FL Studio.
Ooh.
Has the hyperdrift came up yet? No, it hasn't.
No.
No.
No, it's gonna happen.
Mitchell
Wait a
Bridwell. Is
sec.
there a way to cancel out of Hyperdrift at all?
I'm gonna see if I can spot it.
Right here.
Oh,
That.
Do you hear it?
That part. Right
Bradley Renshaw.
there.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
cancel into boost.
So it's a
Mitchell Bridwell.
combination of that sword sound and then that
what
crash
sword
sound.
sound are y'all talking about? I am so.
There's swords like in the
Listen
background.
carefully. It's like a battle in it, but listen.
So Mitchell,
It's
yeah,
gone
you
now,
can
but it
cancel out
used
of
to be.
hyperdrift by actually boosting, but just boost.
Yeah,
if you boost just briefly, you can
Yeah.
cancel
Mitchell
out
Bridwell.
and keep
Nice to know.
your boost power.
I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
I do that. I
So
love
anyway.
how chill this part of the track is.
Bradley Renshaw. I use that a bunch
I
for later
also
missions.
wonder what made you want to put in like the random pitch variation to like the kind of noise that you get when you can't press when you don't have enough boost power, when you can't move anywhere. It makes this kind of noise,
Yeah,
and
with
that
an
has random
electric
pitch
shock.
variations.
Bradley Renshaw. This does
Oh,
not sound
I just
sharper
had
than all of
for a lot. I actually do the random pitch variations for a lot of sound effects just to make it so you're not hearing the exact same sound over and over.
Same.
But
So
also
you do it for other sounds too, because I
Yeah,
just thought
for-
that one.
for a lot of different sounds, like the mist sound or crashing into walls.
Oh.
But not only do I change the pitch, but I also play the sound. I play the same sound multiple
Mitchell Bridwell.
times
A lot of other games do that too.
at different pitches. And what that does is it just
Oh.
makes it
Oh,
sound.
so it's like a chorus of them.
Yeah, but I play it at just the pitch is just so slightly different that you get like interference type of
It's like
thing.
it's like almost
Ooh,
in sync, but it's like it's almost in
Interference.
sync, but it's
Well-
the frequencies are slightly off.
Yeah, it causes like frequencies to get like canceled out or emphasized. So yeah, when I
The
play,
reason why I
Bridwell,
thought about
speaking of
this is
interference.
because the Rhythm Heaven series uses a lot of variations too, and I picked up on that
It
quite
does.
quickly.
anyway, yeah, this is just to make it more interesting.
Bradley Renshaw. Oh, that's neat.
I like it.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering where the name Sequence Storm came from before Audible Cues 1.
Where can I don't know.
Well, it's still sequences of notes. It's just
Sure.
Because I don't know, it's
You know, speaking of the name Sequence Storm, I still love how like sometimes we'll think about all of the patterns from the new Gem Guitar is just a really long Sequence Storm track.
it is.
Yeah, it's
Kinda.
about the same, except it's 8 beats instead of 4.
I mean,
And there's no cues like in the middle, like
There's
when
no
you're
oh
hidden
listening
notes
to it,
goodness!
you can't.
Imagine a sequence storm
Imagine
track that
Audio
goes into
Cues 2
double
version
time.
of. Oh
ooh,
no.
no. Imagine a track, a boss track that starts off as one track that just like drastically speeds up.
No.
That'd be
Oh,
I'm
cool.
guessing there are
no,
custom
There is
tracks that
a-
do that.
Can
There's
you
a-
put what you have of it so far so we can play it for him?
There's a
Or can you
Um,
stream it? Can you stream it?
Yeah.
Should I stream it? Are you
Yes.
sure?
Yeah.
Yes. Do it.
I mean, we can do it. Okay, sure.
Well-
let's...
I've gone for 2 hours, and that's where my energy
Michael
runs
Bridwell.
out.
If it was in 13/8, that would be hard.
Yeah.
So-
This is going to be a very good send off to it then. Yes.
Oh, are you gonna play something?
I'm going to try.
What are we gonna hear?
stream my
But you're gonna
Golden
have to watch.
I'm not really proud of this. It's as much of a learning curve as for someone listening to this for the first time. It's taking me a really long amount of time to assemble this.
What is
I'm
it?
gonna
You're
wait
not
for
even-
some people to
and-
start watching.
And you're not even done.
Okay.
So it's really quite a bit. It's
Is
gonna be
it?
quite interesting.
Tell
let
me when you're ready.
I need to find the button first.
Okay, watch stream Zoe 22.
Do I need to be tuned into you?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can.
I'm gonna
Although
switch.
you can stream and watch someone stream. But
Oh,
not stream
okay.
anything, so.
I'm gonna do it.
I need to restart the app really.
Here are a
Quick,
few
I'll
things
be
to note
back.
before we start. First of all, the tracks that you'll be hearing in the medley come from
Oh,
either
what?
the
You
Bass
just gave it
Gang
away.
or Jelly's Raceway.
You
The
just gave that
synchronized
away.
attack packs don't exist in this medley because of the genre of music and just the way they're structured. I couldn't fit them in properly. With that being said, however, all of the tracks do exist. By that I mean... Second, there are 2 sounds that you'll be hearing every so often while listening to the tracks. The first one is this one,
Alright,
which indicates when a track is changing into another track. And the second one is this, which means a key change is incoming. In other words,
Ooh.
the music
How did
you get
key
that?
is going to
That's
shift
a new addition.
upwards.
Wait, how
Okay,
did you get
without
that?
further
What?
ado, are we ready?
Oh, he just turned the music
Let's
all the way
go.
down. Can you turn it up a bit?
It's a little quiet.
Is it quiet?
Kinda.
Not super quiet, just a tiny bit.
I'll
Ugh.
try to go back to the part where I was. No.
Try turning
Well,
your
tracks that
Discord
you'll
volume
be
up.
the synchronized.
Oh, yeah, I just gave it away.
Well, you gave it away that it was a medley to begin with.
Well, somebody said medley already. And I know
Yeah,
what a
he
medley
did.
is. So,
That's the problem with Notch. He spoils a lot of things. But this was recorded, and I didn't know that.
Bring that beat back.
I like how it goes from like really heavy to like almost nothing.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it like go from chill to loud every so often.
That makes sense. Have we had to encounter tempo changes yet?
Not yet.
How long is this now? I know it was. How many minutes is it?
Just listen.
Over 10 minutes. Get ready.
you sped it up.
Oh, hey there, time stretch.
She sounds drunk. She's already been auto-tuned to death.
Yeah, I think it's the synth brew. It's
Don't relax, it's legal.
yeah,
The
got a new
reason why I
order.
did this, well, you'll see why I did. It all makes sense.
This doesn't sound half bad. Time stretch. Slow down.
I actually sped up that track.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
I played twice.
Because it changes keys twice.
This is gonna really be. This really sounds weird. How does it not sound weird and artifacty when you speed it up?
When you speed it up, it's better. When you slow it down, it's worse.
And Reaper's amazing.
I love how you're just using 2 audio programs to do this.
Yeah, 2 programs.
So are you gonna make a track and put it on the workshop for this whole thing?
Am I gonna what?
Are you
It's gonna
gonna
be
Are you gonna chart this whole thing and put it on the workshop?
No, no.
Oh,
this
no.
Is just gonna be the music. No.
Oh no!
No. I thought that would.
The whole thing.
I thought that would have been the whole
Insane.
point.
I
No, it was not. It was just the music.
It would be
How
weird
would
if you did.
How
though.
would you even
I'd
use
play it.
It wouldn't be that
Neither
hard.
Wax and Wayne.
Here's a track that no one recognizes.
Wax and
Oh,
Wayne, I did.
Wax and Wayne.
Well,
It's only
it
because
actually,
you've pointed it. I pointed out to you guys. Okay, this part I love.
Oh, this
you know-
part's great.
you know, it would be really hard because he had to do the tempo changes manually, and there's like no telling.
I could do it. I won't.
Now she's extra depressed.
We just
Uh,
need to put it in a different key.
this is a 2D cat track.
Just the lyrics of this track, well, can actually get you a copyright takedown on YouTube. Just FYI.
Ooh.
What?
Well, somebody once complained that they played this song, and their video got taken down, or whatever, a copyright claim from somebody.
That's because a
But it's
that's because a lot of companies claim.
well, it's
music
actually
that's not even-
those lyrics are it's just like lyrics you can like license and buy, but multiple people use the same lyrics, but some people
Hey there, put the song in the wrong key.
Antimony's theme sounds better in this key, honestly.
does
but
it?
it's- But there's controversy about what key it's in.
Oh yes! Here it comes.
Yes.
This is where things start getting interesting.
I love this.
Fits so well.
It takes forever.
Yeah.
It does.
I should have made this shorter.
Was this one slowed down?
Yes,
a
a
bit.
tiny bit.
Oh, here it
Here we-
comes.
Yay!
Here we go.
Best part. I love that.
Is this at original tempo?
This isn't.
Oh,
And
this
it's-
one's super weird.
And
'cause
it's
it
gonna
speeds
speed up.
It does. Can speed up. Okay, I think it just sped up a bit more.
Doesn't it speed up once every bar?
Okay, this sounds weird now. Let's move something else. Something else. Oh, this will do.
This is slowed down, isn't it?
By a tiny, tiny bit, yeah. Get ready for artifacts.
Like that.
It almost sounds like the voice you sample in a standard MIDI pack.
Oh no.
Yep.
I can't really hear. See, the thing is, I can't hear the artifacts over the stream.
This track is fun.
I
And my
remember.
favorite part coming up,
I remember
which
doing
is-
a.
which is the last part so far. This is gonna be the last track.
I remember doing a contest over this track on Extreme, and like I could not complete it.
Yep, yep, I remember. Here we go.
Wow.
Did you put the magical thing?
Get ready for my most loved part of the whole thing. Yeah! I don't know why, I just love that keychain.
I'd love that.
And for now, it just fades out. But that's where I'm planning to fade in the next track. I have this whole thing planned out. I have a bunch of tracks to go, and I'm only about 40% done.
That's pretty cool.
Can
I don't.
Can you not, Acer? Can you not?
Can you not?
I
yeah,
do.
can you not, Acer? Because we're still live?
I don't think I would be able to do all the key changes to make it match because I'm not musically inclined. I don't.
I'm terrible at music.
I do want to see when you're away.
Acer
when-
and me are a little bit disagreeing in some aspects when it comes to him putting different tracks in different keys.
Hmm.
Antimony's theme is supposed to be predominantly in the key of F sharp minor, but he thinks
I don't
it's
agree.
the way.
Well, that was cool. I'm gonna go. I'm pooped. I don't have any more social energy left. That's like all I have for the whole week.
Yep, same.
So
That was one of the best few hours I've had of this.
yeah, and it's funny. I thought I would do all this fun stuff, but I really did like a tenth of what I thought I'd do. But that doesn't matter anyway. Who wants to watch someone program that's stupid? Anyway,
I'm fine with it. I don't care.
so I don't know what I'm gonna do next week. I'll try to come up with something fun and, well, who knows? I promise nothing. But anyway, I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
And
Cool.
yeah. Bye.